we have to look at this candle. I said, what candle? And he said, listen, if there's an issue, the deputies will be over here. Deputies? For what? And then I thought to myself, son of a bitch, pardon my French, I gotta get on this flight. And I didn't leave any time.
Hello, Mother.
Well, wow, that was a quick segue.
You love a segue. You love...
I should get in the picture a little more, huh?
You look cute.
Well, thank you.
You look fresh. What are these earrings?
Yeah, aren't they cute?
Yeah, they're turquoise.
They are turquoise.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I want my turquoise necklace back.
Don't be...
I made the mistake. Us mothers do that. You know, we always just give. And here, she liked I've had this turquoise necklace forever.
Well, you gave it to me a long time ago.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I think it was during COVID or during your wedding or something where you think that the world is going to end.
Now
and
we're
it's like,
making
well,
up
I'll
stories.
just give it to her. And,
for my wedding,
now
the world was going to end.
COVID.
Yeah, but where are these earrings
I
from?
bought them actually with Annie. We were at the Whitefish Bay. This was now 2 summers ago. So I think she was only 2, maybe.
They're cute.
Yeah. And it was a wonderful, I love to buy things from artisans, and
she loves an artisan.
I do. I just do. And I liked them and they were gold. Can you see them?
They're cute.
So I told Annie they're hers when she gets her ears pierced.
Oh, so I have to fight it out with Annie.
Yes.
My niece.
These are for my Annie. She gets them because she helped me pick them out.
Well, she has good taste, at least.
So I can't wait for the Whitefish Bay Art Fair. That is a good one, actually.
Why did your voice go so high when you said that?
Because all of a sudden I have to clear it.
What
I
else
wonder if
have
it's
you
going
gone?
to be when you're there.
What else have you gone from the art fair?
From this art fair?
Yeah.
I can't quite remember.
Not too much.
Are you poking at me already?
No, it's so funny because it is such a Midwest thing to be like, there was a TikTok being like your classic Midwest parents, like going to a dinner being like, oh, the food was amazing. It was so good. Coming home being like, the food was absolutely terrible.
Well, when would I ever say that? Go back and forth like that. Say it was good and then it was terrible.
Like when we have that planter outside of our front house, I'm like,
what?
The planter outside the front house that the neighbors put up.
Katy, your neighbor might listen to this podcast.
Okay, hopefully they don't listen to the podcast. But then you were like, oh, look at this. Isn't this so beautiful? And I go, well, it's not really what I wanted. It's not that great. And you go, yeah, it's not great.
Well, after I saw it, it looked like it was like tipping over.
I know, but you first started saying.
Well, I want to be positive first,
But that's just lying.
Well, I did get caught in a lie, Did I tell you that?
What?
And
I got caught in the lie.
I got caught in a lie. To me, it was a fib, but it was a downright lie.
What was the lie?
And I was embarrassed. And I think everybody at the post office, excuse me a moment, heard me apologize for the lie.
What was the lie?
Well, I was sending a package to Aunt Joni, actually. Okay, for her birthday. Didn't I tell you the story already?
No.
Oh. And I wanted to send her the little bottle of holy water. All right. So I packed it in the package and such. And I usually go to UPS, but anyhow. Okay. So I went to the USPS, United States Postal Service. And the gal said, do you have any liquids in here? And I went, she's not going to let me send this now. And I have to get it out.
Why did you think that she wouldn't let you send it?
Well, because she said, do you have ammunition? Do you have this? Do you have liquids? So I thought, and I said, well, no.
You lied about holy water.
Okay, so listen.
You lied about holy water.
Okay, so this is exactly what happened to me then. So I sat there and I just thought for a minute and I looked at her and I said, why did you ask me if I have liquid in here? She says, I ask everybody if you have liquid in there. Do you have liquid in here? I said, yes, I do. I lied to you. I said it to the postal service lady.
What'd you say? But it was holy water?
And she said, I said, but why do you ask me? She goes, I said, I was afraid you were going to tell me that I have to take it out and I want to send it. She goes, we have to know what kind of liquid it is. We're not going to ask you, but she says, because if it leaks, they will know what's inside there. And I said, well, there's holy water in there. And she said, holy water? I said, yes. And I lied. I just lied to you. And I said, and I just went on a pilgrimage. And I says, now
you did the whole soliloquy to her. She had no time for
And
you.
I said, I said, and now I have to go to confession. She goes, no. This is what she said to me.
insane.
And here, there's a line of people behind me, and I thought,
But then
they've all just heard me say
But
this.
why do we then feel like we have to go into a whole soliloquy
Because the guilt that I lied. So then I said to her, I have to go to confession. She says, honey, she says, there's bigger things that people lie about than that. And I said, well, I just apologize. And now I know why you ask us if there's liquid, that you're not going to take it out. You just need to know what kind of liquid it is.
So on the postage stamp, does it say holy water is in here?
Yeah.
Oh.
So there you go.
So there you go.
Oof, me and that holy water, we get into trouble. I have another big one about that one too, but we'll save that for the honest to Pete.
Where's your shirt from?
TJ Maxx.
Love it.
What's the brand? It's a good brand that I just buy sometimes.
What the hell? It's
Beach.
a good.
What is it? Yes, it is.
Beach Lunch Lounge. You
Yes,
buy
it
this
is.
brand all the
Yes,
time.
I
It's a
do.
great brand.
I do
Beach
buy it.
Lunch Lounge.
It's not Beach Lunch.
It says Beach Lunch Lounge.
You probably messed that up.
I did not. Beach Lunch Lounge with no spaces. That is like the antithesis of who you are as a human. You do not like to go to the beach. You like a lunch, and I guess you like to lounge.
Yeah,
but
they do
you're
have
not a
some
beach
nice.
gal.
They do have some nice linen and cotton things in this brand. You liked it. This is Katy. If I would have said it's a Prada, she would have said, "Oh, that's really cute, Mom."
Definitely.
Now, because I said I got it at TJ Maxx,
No,
it's
because
Lunch Lounge Beach, it's not any good.
It's actually Beach
good.
Lunch Lounge.
All right. So there you go.
You know, you're not a beach gal.
No, I'm not.
Why is that?
Well, why is that? Well, number one, I never was brought up with that.
So that means you could never have it in your life?
You know, sometimes, Katy, that's just not part of your DNA. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't impart that on us either.
I did?
Did
No.
not.
Oh, well, no.
So you
'Cause I
said
wanted
we are,
you to
we
enjoy
are
it.
no,
I did impart that
you
on
did not. We were not beach families. We did not go to the beach.
No.
We were not a beach household.
No, but I knew
Something
that
you
when we
didn't have
went
as
to
children, but we also didn't
But I
go
knew
to
when we
us.
went to Nana's, we would
We
be
kn-
on the big beach.
We never went to the beach when we went to Nana's. We went to the pool.
Okay, well, then I just was afraid, I
But
guess. I don't know. I wasn't brought up with the beach.
I'm just saying,
do,
like,
do I like the because I know Matt is.
yeah, well, and Lizzie's family is too. Christopher's wife's family is too.
Good. So now you can enjoy it. There you go.
This is not.
I don't really care. And is Dad a beach man? No, he's really not.
No, but you say they went to Florida. We never went to the beach when we went to Florida.
Well, I did.
What?
I would walk the beach with Leanne. Sure.
Okay, you maybe walk the beach, but we would never go and sit out on the beach.
No, I don't want. You know what, Katy? The one time that I did sit on the beach, I think it was in Nantucket.
Uh-huh.
And I think I was with. Well, it was. We got the fleas or the flies or the whatever bit alive.
Well, that I don't
just can't. Sand.
You don't like sand.
Flies or something like that.
Okay, well, that's never happened to me.
Yeah, I just don't like that feeling dirty and then all that. You know, that's just not for me. I'll take a good pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A pool near the beach.
Oh, sure.
But you won't go on the beach.
I'll walk.
But don't want you feel dirty?
No, not if it's just the feet. But if I have to sit down, that's rough.
See,
yes, I do remember you being in the beach because I remember saying to Dad, clean them up in the water.
That was
because you're
at
full of
Elkhart
sand.
Lake. That was a lake. That was not a
Oh,
beach.
maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
Mom, I don't have zero memories of us as a family on the beach.
Okay, but
I'm not saying it's a negative. I'm saying I have zero memories.
But you have lots of memories of the lake. Isn't that considered a beach?
Sure, but I don't have any memories of you being there.
Not too often. Well, when you were little, I would be there with you. We would sit there at the end of the day waiting for Dad.
You'd be at the pool.
No.
You'd be at the pool saying, clean out the crevices.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would. Well, this is a good way to start the podcast.
Well, we were at a beach in Mexico.
Yeah, you sure were.
Mm-hmm. We had the best time. So we went to Mayakoba, and that is in the Riviera Maya in Mexico. Oh, I should pull up all those questions because I asked on Instagram a lot of questions about the trip.
Okay.
And we stayed at the Rosewood in Mayakoba. So Mayakoba is like an area. It's like a gated area. There's about 3 or 4 different resorts in this gated area in the Riviera Maya on the beach. And the Rosewood, I think, is like the nicest one out of all of them. We had the best time.
They were
Mexico
treated just
is
like a
such
king and queen.
a beautiful country. The people are so hardworking, so nice, so generous.
Yeah.
The food was amazing. The flight from New York to so we flew into Cancun was so easy. It was like 3.5
Not bad.
hours,
Yeah.
maybe 4 hours. Not bad at all. Cici was great on the flight.
Yeah.
Again, if you have a toddler, bringing on that car seat
Oh,
that I got
yes.
from Walmart that Costco costs whatever. I linked it on my Instagram, so you can just go back to my Mexico highlights. It is such a game changer
Oh, yeah.
because she's locked in. She can't leave. She can't move.
No, I always had that for you kids too. But
You
to be
brought
honest,
on a car seat?
oh yeah. But to be honest with you, we kind of had to.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
mean, I always
nowadays, no one brings a car seat on
Cars-
for
oh, I always
for
did.
their. Well, you mean you bring a car seat to, go to your destination, but usually you check it. And yes, it is like
No,
a
I
pain
didn't.
to bring
Yeah.
it through the airport,
Oh,
but
but it's so well worth it.
to have her locked in one space, and she was there probably. We had her in the chair for at least 3 hours, 3.5
I
hours.
do wish they would make a one for toddlers like you had for, where it pulls up into a stroller. What was
I
that one
know.
called,
The
Katie?
Duna.
Oh, the Duna. That
I know.
Katie, that was just like
I know. That was really
I don't
great.
know why. Whoever is out there that's listening, if you are part of this Duna family, come on now.
Come on now. But I think it would be just like heavy. That's why they didn't do it. I don't know. I have no idea. I just made that up. But that was great. Also traveled with the Bugaboo butterfly stroller. Again, very necessary,
Oh,
especially
God,
in
so
the
you had
airport.
all that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of things that you travel. Also the diapers. I think I packed 100 diapers.
And did
I
you
think
didn't
she
need
was
that many.
gonna shit her pants every 2 seconds? Like,
Shit.
I had to be prepared.
Yeah.
But
Did
like,
you
how
come
do
back
you
with a
know?
lot? You
Not a
don't
lot.
know because
How do you know?
You don't know. It's better to have enough. Don't you remember that trip that we took to Europe with the kids? And I ran out of diapers for Katie.
I don't remember this.
Yes, Katie. Well, of course not. But I ran out of diapers. And back then, the stores were all shut down, closed up on Sundays. I said, what? Well, what are we going to do now? So my sister-in-law had to call her friends that had babies to gather up some diapers. How stupid was that?
Stupid.
Yeah. That's not like me not to prepare like that.
Yeah. What is this about?
But I think it was that American thought process was like, I'll just buy them there. But
Well, it was that whole part of it was a lot. But we just had the best time. Again, I think we've talked about this before in other podcasts. I think it's so important to go on a family vacation just with your insular family.
yeah, of course it is.
Be it a staycation, be it something. Like, I think it's really important to take those trips with just you, your partner, and your kids.
Yeah.
And like no one else, because it's just such a special time. And like every night we got to have dinner together, which like we don't get to do all the time here,
Right.
Either like I give Cici dinner earlier and Matt comes home later. So like
this
having
was
dinner
nice.
every single day together was like so lovely. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, this child, she doesn't stop eating.
I know. And she, by the way, loves Mexican food.
Loves
Mexican food. When I was just babysitting this past weekend for Katie. She'll tell you why. She sooner got home from Mexico and she went to Nantucket. But anyhow, what I wanted to say is, for breakfast, I thought, well, I'll get her the French toast and sausage. Well, she devoured the sausage immediately. But then when she saw Daddy's plate come with the huevos rancheros, she kept saying, this, and it was all the guac.
Yeah. Oh, she loves guac.
I said, give her the guac. Give her the guac. She wanted all the guac. She ate all the guac.
Yeah.
Anything she could eat.
She also loves pico de gallo. She loves it. She's a good eater.
She is a good eater.
She's a foodie. But okay, so this hotel, this resort was so family friendly without feeling,
and yet it was upscale.
It was so upscale, so luxury, but still so accommodating to young families and kids.
Yeah.
That, I mean, their kid menu was amazing. It was
Katie,
like
how
still
many
very
restaurants did they have within your?
So the thing that's very cool about Mayakoba, when you go to this area, you can go to any of the hotels, restaurants. You can like go to all of them and you can still charge it back to your room. We just stayed in the Rosewood complex, but at the Rosewood, I think there was like 3 or 4 different restaurants, and then there was also an adult only restaurant that like obviously we
Nice.
didn't
Yeah,
go to, but they there was a Mediterranean restaurant. Obviously, there was a Mexican restaurant. There was like a tapas restaurant.
Also, it was just
All different things. They just catered to Cici. And yes, I think, they knew that I was posting. So they did all of that. And I was working with Rosewood. So like they definitely, I think, went above and beyond. But I've had so many other families that I've known go to this hotel that said the exact same thing. We, each suite has their own butler. So we have our own private butler that would like take us around, that we would message being like, can you do something special for Cici? Like one day we came home from dinner and he had this like teepee in the room with like all the stuffed animals in the room.
Oh my gosh.
For her. And she
What a
was so
lucky
excited.
girl.
And,
What a lucky girl.
we would just stay at the beach all day and stay at the pool, and she would swim, and we would eat lunch by the pool every day. I mean, naps went out the window,
but she just had a grand time.
yeah, it was just like really
And the weather
special.
was very cool.
The weather was perfect.
All right.
There was like a little bit of rain here or there, but like that goes quick.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the questions.
That's pretty normal, I think, in those Caribbean
well, it's
area
not the
that
Caribbean.
well, okay. Down where it's warm
Yeah.
and humid and the rain comes and goes. That's like Florida too.
Mhm. It just was really amazing. Okay, so I put a question box on my
Okay, let's hear I love this.
Instagram.
Let's hear some of the
I got a lot of questions. A lot of questions asking, did you feel safe?
Well,
And I
I
think
was worried about Katy too.
I know you were, but I feel that that's very much an American mindset.
No,
like,
it's not, Katy.
just let me
right?
finish. Let me
Okay.
finish.
Well,
There's so many places in the United States that are very unsafe, that, where we were in Cancun and Mayakoba, it was so insulated. And like, yes, are there places in Mexico that are unsafe? 100%. Are there places in Chicago that are unsafe? Yeah, 100%. Are there places in Minneapolis? Are there places wherever? Yes, there are. But I think
but when you're
going
outside of
into-
your own country, honey, that's where it's a little bit tough. And unfortunately, Mexico has gotten a bum rap because of a lot of the drug cartels and what's going on. So it has been heightened.
Totally, but I think it's
Yeah.
dependent. It's having the knowledge of knowing where that's taking place.
But
and
I
that-
was afraid for you.
right. But
With
then,
Cici, I said,
I
don't
l-
leave your eyes off that child.
but like it was not even close to where we were.
No, I know.
So I think that's like saying like the America's unsafe. If you heard there was unrest in Chicago, saying like we shouldn't go to the entire
Well,
country of America.
right.
That's like the same thing.
Okay. All right.
So like I think there's definitely places that are unsafe, 100% that I wouldn't go to.
But Katy, a lot of these places, and I don't mean to argue with you, but a lot of these places that are on the coasts and that are where people go to vacation, a lot of negative things have been happening there, where people have been lost. I mean, where drugged, and so I mean, there's a lot of negative stuff that has happened there. So anyhow, you have to be careful, and obviously you had.
I think you have to be careful no matter where you travel.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think I do.
Yeah.
Where we were was so safe that I had not a single issue or thought.
Well, and you were very insulated and you didn't leave the property. Well, it's the truth. So, but thank God it was that kind of a place where you could, because I was nervous.
Mexico is a beautiful country and the people were amazing and so hardworking, and we were so grateful to be there.
I would agree with you totally.
Typical day details. Honestly, we'd wake up. They had an amazing breakfast that we went to.
You never missed that.
Never missed it.
Well, you
Cici-
can't with little kids because they're hungry.
I know. Cici had like all the fruit, all the things.
Did they have sausage?
Of course, everything. And we actually made so many like sweet friends, like family friends when we were there, because we were at the pool all day. Like that was like right on the ocean and at the beach. And all the other families had kids either the same age as Cici or a little bit older or younger. And Cici was just, I mean, bossing everyone around.
Oh, she's very social.
She's a social butterfly. And we would come into the restaurants or, the pool or the beach. People knew Cici before they even knew Matt and I. I am like, who is this person? They're like, oh, Cici, how are you doing? Hi. She'd go up to people and go, what's your name? I go, we'll say hi first.
Well, see, that's what we have to be careful with, Cici.
What?
Well,
What?
so that she doesn't go off with a stranger.
She's not going to go off with a stranger. She's just social. She's asking them what their name is to be friends.
Yeah.
She's so social. So we met some like sweet families that the kids would just like play with each other, which was like so lovely.
Yeah.
So we would do breakfast. It would then go straight to the beach or the pool. Also, each suite had bikes that you biked around the entire property. Also, there was like a little like carriage in the back for Cici to sit, which was so lovely.
She's used to that, so that was
was really great. How was the sea in Mexico? Oh, and then after we would potentially try to take a nap, but that like never really worked. And then we would get ready and go to dinner. I mean,
yeah,
it was just like a beach sun vacation. How was the sea in Mexico? Was it okay for swimming? So at this time in Cancun, there's a big like seaweed problem. Like, like just like the way that
okay, go ahead.
You are never going to go to the beach anyways, even if there wasn't.
Okay, so seaweed, they has a seaweed problem. So how they avoid
it's just like the time of the year that the seaweed comes in or something like that. So they have a barricade, which is like so lovely. So it definitely helps with the amount of seaweed. And they have people on the beach that are raking and bringing the tractor to bring out the seaweed every day. I mean, it's like actually pretty crazy. But like we went in the water and it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the way that they barricaded it, it didn't cause, there wasn't like big waves or anything.
Yeah.
Which was nice. Does the car seat you use to travel buckle into the car or you use the base? Or do you use a base? No, it buckles into the car like the Duna, which is great. Let's see.
And that's all we ever had. We didn't have this base stuff, so.
A lot of car seat questions, the same thing. Would you stay there with a baby or better with a toddler? Absolutely. I would stay there with any age of child. It was so easy. Like truly. Every restaurant had high chairs that were like really nice high chairs.
Question, is this an all-inclusive?
No.
Oh, see, and everybody thought that it was, that I spoke with.
Oh.
And I said, because they said that, people are used to that in Mexico at these places that it's all inclusives.
I don't know with Rosewood. Rosewood's not.
It was not.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Other activities. I mean, we were just like by the pool and
I kind of like that better that it's not inclusive.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know, because you just get what you want and it's made for you. It's not just.
Yeah. No, I think no.
Yeah.
Not all inclusive, except if it's like a Blackberry or not. Is Blackberry Farm all inclusive? Yes.
It is, but
except for the alcohol.
Right. It's all inclusive, but it's a different inclusive because it's not buffet type inclusive.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It's you order. Yeah.
A lot of, did you ever leave the resort? We didn't, just because everything was right there. And like, especially too with a baby, like there's no need to leave.
No. And then you got to worry about getting in a car. The one time that we went to that inclusive down in, was it Cancun, Katie? I don't remember when our family did that. Puerto Vallarta that we went to?
Yeah.
Oh, God. And then Katie and I wanted to go shop. You were just little. You were like maybe 10.
Mm-hmm.
And we just like got in a taxi with, remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. We won't go into that, but that was a nightmare.
Do you work out on vacation? No, I don't.
Thank God.
I don't. Like but like I'm active.
You're
like
active.
I'm like,
That's enough.
out in the pool. I'm going on walks. I'm like, I was doing bike rides with Cici, but no, I'm not working out.
Me either.
Yes. What setup for sleep for you and Cici, and what type of room did you stay in? All the rooms are suites, the large rooms, but it was like one big room. And I think that's the reason why Cici just like didn't take a nap, because like we were all in the same room and she just like didn't want to sleep.
Well,
when we
that's
were there.
hard.
But that's just like how you have to give it up for traveling on vacation. It's not going to be how it is at home. And I was nervous. I'm like, oh my God, when we come home, like, is she not going to be on schedule? She went on schedule, totally fine, taking her naps. Like,
she handed her off to the Zaza, but she was good for me.
yeah, she went back down and she's fine.
Yeah, she
But
was fine.
she likes her own space.
She does.
But
Cici's bed.
Yeah, she likes her own space.
And Katy, she hasn't attempted to crawl out or anything yet.
Knock on wood. No.
Knock on wood. We better knock on some wood.
Wow. Let's see what else.
Because I'll tell you, this is
Were
the
the
time.
mosquitoes bad? Did you have to get any additional vaccinations for Cici? No, we didn't have to. And the mosquitoes actually were not bad because and we talked to them about it. Because basically where we were staying was like almost like in like a
I didn't
marsh
even think about that.
lowland. But they have this like spray that they spray everywhere. And you don't smell it, but they do it like once, I don't know, whenever,
probably at night they do it.
At night, and it gets rid of all the mosquitoes.
Yeah, because that is a problem. What is the disease that they get?
Oh gosh, let's not start this. We didn't get anything.
Oh God, I didn't even think of that.
Family friendly for a 7-month-old? Yes, absolutely. Did we go to sleep when Cici did? Yeah, we did. Because I mean, we were all in one room, but she stayed up later. I mean, like we went to bed at like 8:39, so like she was dead and tired.
Yeah.
But then we were too, so we just all went to bed.
I don't know who told me this, but
and we were waking up early too, anyways, with her. So like,
your kids come, but you can't stop your life.
Well,
Just
I mean,
because the kids come in when you have children,
right? But I mean, we stopped her. We stopped. Went to bed when she.
No, what I'm saying is that to go on vacations or to do things, yes, of course. Don't feel like your life stops because you have children.
Right. They asked what was her Cici's sleeping arrangement. They have pack and play. They had a full like crib for Cici.
Yeah.
It was so amazing.
Was it dim?
It was not dim.
No dim lighting there.
Beautiful natural lighting. The stay, so I worked with Rosewood for this stay. I had questions about that as well. And I didn't have to post if I didn't enjoy my experience. And we loved every minute of it. I would 100% go back. I would 100% recommend this hotel to anyone and everyone. You guys know we are hotel snobs. And if I'm going on a vacation, I want the hotel that we're staying at to be as nice or nicer than our actual home.
That's Al's just motto.
But that's just like how I like to enjoy vacations, and I don't think that's a bad thing. And
I brought you up that way, so it's my fault.
We had such a great time. Like it truly was so fun, so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad.
Mm-hmm.
And those little getaways. I mean, but it was what, 4 nights or 5 nights?
We were there for 5 nights.
5 nights. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was just enough.
Mm-hmm.
That was really quite nice to just let down and relax. And
totally.
Just the 3 of you.
Totally. Oh. It was so, so lovely. And I think I saw something on TikTok being like the memories you make traveling or going on vacation, like those are the memories that stick with your kids the most.
Right. Well, and can we talk about the fact that it was Cici's birthday?
Yeah, of course.
And that's basically what, why you wanted to do this, because that's kind of now your tradition with Cici is for her birthdays, you want to go away on a trip. I mean, I just think that's fabulous, and you can document it all.
And like, don't get me wrong, traveling with a toddler is a lot of work. Like there's so many things that you had to pack, and like the mental load of it all, getting somewhere to a new place and like figuring out sleep and food and all the stuff. But it is so worth it. Like it is to take the trip, because you just learn so much to see your kids experience a new culture, a new way to do their daily life, to meet new friends.
Even if you put them in the car and do a road trip. Oh my gosh.
It's so, I mean, like Cici would say like hola to everyone, gracias. Like, I mean, like she's like, it's so cool to see her to, take in all of that different culture and different people and just experience it through her, and
what a growing experience.
I know.
Yeah.
But so she turned 2, obviously, when we were there. And I mean, they got the piñata for her, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They brought out like sparklers for her. I mean, like it was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And all of her little friends would be like, how old are you? And she would say, I'm 5. I'm 5. I go, Cici, you just turned 2. And then she would look at me and she goes, Okay, I'm 3. And I'm like, no, you're 2. You're 2. And she had a crush on this little Texan boy named Walker. She was
Isn't that
telling him to
something?
do naughty things. I mean,
Oh
it was,
boy, here
I
we
know,
go.
I know.
Mhm.
It was really amazing. So then we were there for 5 nights. We came home on a Thursday. And then the next day on Friday, I had to fly out to Nantucket to teach at the Nantucket Wine and Food Festival. And then you came
Yes,
in.
I
And
did.
let me tell you, this wasn't planned, like, to have these trips so close in proximity, but spending 5 days traveling with your toddler and then coming home and then going on a trip just with Matt and I was so lovely.
I bet it was. And
Just
it
like
was,
not having the stress of like packing for someone else
I know.
was really nice.
Well, and we had fun with Cici, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think she knew what end was up
How
when all of
so?
a sudden she saw me there.
Yeah.
Well, she was just in Mexico at this phenomenal resort. And then all of a sudden, Mama's gone and Zaza's there. It's like, what?
Uh-huh.
You know, and then Papa comes and she was, it's funny, Katie, how,
What?
on the phone,
Yeah.
FaceTime, she'll see me and she'll go, where's Papa?
You're
Papa,
right.
But when he came, she got really shy
Really?
and afraid of him again.
Well, I mean,
But I
like
think he
he
comes
is
in like
just
a
larger than
larger
life.
than
And
life,
he has like really
Papa
big
Ron was.
features, big
Yes.
hands, big face. I mean, there's just
Yeah.
lots of big things.
Yeah, I know. And he's got this booming voice.
Yeah.
And he's everything that's the opposite of Matt.
Right.
Okay. And I said, Kevin, just tone it down, honey. Tone it down. She just couldn't. It took her a while.
Yeah, but then it was fine.
Yeah. Until I said, I know what it was. I said, come and hug me. And so
Yeah.
Daddy hugged me and I kissed and everything. She saw that. I said, no, as I was holding her.
Okay.
And so I said, why don't you give Papa a hug and a kiss? And then she did.
Yeah.
And then I said, now just take her. And he
Yeah.
did.
And then it was
he
fine.
held her and then it was fine. But, oh, wow. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was just, and then they were best buddies because I guess I am a downer because I'm not a beach person. And guess what else I'm not?
A fun person.
Well, I am a fun person, I think, but I'm not a park person.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
You don't like anything to do with just children having fun and letting a rip.
Yeah, and then that answers the questions about how I was raised, I'll tell you. Sit down and be quiet and read a book.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And that really wasn't me, but I had to succumb. But anyhow, we went to the park and everything. And that is just all right up Daddy's alley.
Yeah.
Packed. This park was packed on a Sunday morning. I thought,
yeah.
what in the hell?
Isn't it so fun though to see?
Oh my God. And you had to stand in line to use the swings.
Totally. It's
And then I said to Dad, I said, I'm having PTSD with the way that you're pushing her on that swing. He says, she's not going to fall out. I went, oh God, please don't let her fall out of this swing. And then I said, I think time's up. The line is long. We got to get her out of that swing,
Yeah.
So then we went over and it's like she commandeered the
she's
monkey,
the park
whatever,
princess.
the slides and such. So she was doing that and she didn't want to go down the slide unless there was somebody else on the other slide with her. Come on, she'd say, come on.
Yeah.
So then they'd go on, then they'd slide down together. And I let me tell you, okay, I'm going to segue here. I pray for your karma, Nanny, every day, because I'm going to tell you, this is not easy work. This is not easy work. And she's no spring chicken either.
Right.
Well, she's younger than me. But I mean, this is a lot of work chasing after them, this, that. And then just as she was going down on that, like the pirates, what is that called? The bridge. A little boy came and smashed right into the metal pole head first. And I said, okay, we're done. We're done.
That wasn't Cici though.
I know, but I thought, nope, we're done. I can't take this because I was a nervous wreck for this child. And it was the dad that was watching him. And I thought, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. So I said, Kevin, let's just go. Let's go. I'm hungry. Let's go. Cici's hungry.
Yeah.
We had enough. So we went to our favorite little restaurant again. We end up at the same restaurant all the time.
It always makes me laugh whenever I see photos of you guys there because I'm like, it's just you do what you know.
And but I said, let's go the other way. But we knew that the coffee shop we wanted to go to would be just jam packed.
Yeah.
And this place, we could see that there were some tables there, availability outside, and it was a beautiful, glorious day. We had a ball.
Love it.
We had a ball, and then then when Daddy put Cici on his shoulders, just like he would do with you
Yeah.
kids, she said, no stroller. I said, no, forget the stroller. I said, Zaza will push the stroller. We just had a ball.
I know.
Yeah, and kept her on a good schedule. I mean, easy peasy.
She's a good
You
girl.
know?
She's a good girl.
And it's always like the days like today. And I'm so glad that Katie's going to be with me today. We'll go to lunch and stuff after because I start getting sad, you know? Because life it's going by too fast.
I know.
And it's changing.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
it's hard. It's hard for the grandmas. It is hard for me.
I know. To see Cici grow up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To see her grow up and my other 3 grandchildren and I guess to see me aging, it's like, oh boy, this is going fast. You know,
well, that means we just have to keep planning.
Oh yes,
the
of
trips
course,
and
of
the thing. Speaking of, when we were in Nantucket, so I was there for like 48 hours. It was so quick.
Yes,
and I taught for the Nantucket Food and Wine Festival, which was so lovely. We need to go back.
You know what?
It was
I'm
pretty.
going next time. I'll take Cici. Let's go.
Pretty amazing, and then like. It was a bummer because we got tickets to the grand tasting and all the things, but there was like a crazy like torrential storm and it shut down early, so we couldn't go. It was like a whole thing. But the festival flew us out on Trade Winds, which is basically like a semi-private flight. And here's the thing. Same thing with flying first class. Once you do it, you're like, how can I go back?
I wonder how much that seat cost.
Do
you have any idea? I know that.
Yes, I think round trip was like probably around
4,000.
Yeah.
Holy balls.
Yeah, 4 or 5. But
per person.
I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know.
Probably
I don't know the details. I didn't pay for it. But here's the thing.
And then you missed the flight.
Once you fly first class, it's hard for you to go back in the bus. You agree?
Yeah.
Now, and I've been so lucky that I have flown private, like real private, a handful of times. And I know the real private right now, not saying ever, never in my life, hopefully one day, I'll get a private jet. But that right now is not attainable for me,
No.
But this Trade Winds, which is semi-private, maybe could be more attainable. Also Trade Winds, if you're ever interested in any sort of influencer doing work for you, I'm available. It was so lovely. We went and flew out of Westchester.
But you said it's a prop plane. That got me nervous.
What it just has a propeller.
Yeah, that's a prop plane. Did they have air conditioning?
Yeah, it was so lovely, Mom.
Okay, because remember the prop plane I was on when I first
I even asked the pilot, I was like, what about Cape Air? He goes, Cape Air is so bad.
Oh my God. No air conditioning.
Yeah, no,
that's the
that's
first
not
time
what
I
this
went.
is, I mean, this is a private, beautiful plane.
Yeah, no.
So we flew from Westchester to Nantucket. You go into the Westchester private airport, which is so lovely.
But it was quite a drive to get to the Westchester.
Yeah, but whatever, it's fine.
Was it 2 hours?
They have it. No, it's a little bit less. It's like an hour 20 both.
But why did you have to go there? Don't they have a private?
They booked it from Westchester.
But
there's Teterboro too, which I've flown out of.
It's closer.
A real private plane out of Teterboro, which is a little bit closer. That's in New Jersey, but whatever. It wasn't that bad.
That was a private jet.
Yeah, that was a couple times.
No props on that.
I know. That was pretty unbelievable. Anywho, we can talk about that later. But this plane, we flew out of Westchester. You pull up, which is like basically like a gorgeous like chalet. Like it's stunning. We go up to the desk. Like, oh, what flight are you on? Right, the Nantucket flight. Great. They just grabbed our bags. Didn't check. Didn't go through security. Didn't do anything. They gave us our little like card ticket. The one thing though that was I thought about you when we were about to go on.
What?
They go, okay, how much do you weigh? I go, excuse me, go buy me a drink first.
No, they asked me that on that other one.
I know. I go, that's a little rude.
I said, that's rude. I said, why do you need to know that? Well, we need to even out the weight. I said, oh, okay.
And that was a little rude. But
that's why they put Dad in the front with the pilot. Remember that? And they separated us? Oh, that's right.
Anyhow. So we were in the gorgeous lounge. I mean, there's drinks, there's snacks, there's all this stuff. Again, like I said, you don't have to go through security.
Well,
it's like you're flying private.
Yeah, but they must have checked you out, Katie, somehow before. They have to put all your information, obviously, that you're flying.
Well,
so they checked you out.
I mean,
I don't know
I
how
don't
they
think
do
so.
that.
But it was lovely. And we just walked on the tarmac, got on the flight. The flight was like 45 minutes to Nantucket. So easy. Boom, landed at the airport and got in our car and went to our hotel. And same thing on the way home. You go through a special terminal in Nantucket, wine, enjoyments, happiness, life, love, all the things. And then you land in Westchester.
This podcast, is high-low. From Carol's pilgrimage to Katy's private jets.
We're at just the amount of aspirational yet attainable.
Yes. Yeah. That's for sure.
But mind you, I didn't pay for this. The festival gave us these tickets. But now whenever we go back to Nantucket, it's going to be difficult if I have to go through security and get on a JetBlue flight.
Well, I'm not doing that prop thing, whatever I was on.
Well, because you flew through Boston. I don't know why you did that. If you fly through Boston, you go on a smaller prop
all
plane.
I can tell you is if you
fly from New York, it's a big
now
plane.
I'm getting the PTSD from that flight too, because
Lord.
I had there was first of all, they took my husband and they said he's going to sit. Does anybody want to sit next to the pilot? Once again, Kevin just says, yeah, that's me. I said, well, hello, are you not worried about me? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. He kept saying, you'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm sitting next to a strange man being fine. And I was a nervous wreck. He said, are you nervous? I said, scared as hell. Scared as hell. And I said, it's so loud. He says, it's going to get louder. I said, oh my God.
No, this is not that experience at all.
No air conditioning. So you're passing out. I thought my husband's sweating to death up in the front. I'm sitting here next to this stranger, so afraid that we're going to. And I thought, what is this? What am I doing?
You're going to Nantucket. Nantucket is the most magical place.
I'd rather take the ferry.
You can take the ferry.
Yeah, I'd rather take the ferry.
But fly through New York. It's a big flight.
It's
a big plane.
It is a big plane.
If you fly through New York.
Oh, then I'll do that.
Nantucket is so magical.
I do like Nantucket.
Like there's something about when you're on island, it's very special. It is the most special place in the entire world. And I've been going now for 10 years.
Well, and Matt's gone since he was
a baby.
Yeah. So.
And it's just, if you have the opportunity or chance to go to Nantucket, take it. And mind you, before I met Matt, I never even knew Nantucket existed.
No. I guess I did. I've heard of it. Oh, sure. Nantucket, Cape Cod, all those.
I don't think I ever really
love the East Coast. Listen, I cannot wait
we gotta go
to go to Rhode Island.
I know.
All right. So I started watching The Housewives of Rhode Island. I thought, well, I'm going there. These women are nutso.
It's a good season though.
I don't know if I like these women. They're just, half of them are having affairs. The husband's having
it's good TV.
But they're like almost mafioso.
It's very Italian.
I had no idea Rhode Island was like. I thought it was very genteel.
No.
Turn of the century. That's where people would go. Turn of the century.
You thought the people were just turn of the century?
Well, I didn't think it was like this.
No, Rhode Island is very
almost
Italian.
like Jersey.
Yeah, Rhode Island's very Italian.
Had no clue. Well, and they're not staying in the part of Rhode Island. The show is not taking place, excuse me.
We're staying at a really nice hotel, everyone.
Yeah, we are.
5-star all the way. We don't say, are these people are living?
No, what I'm trying to say is the city, we're going to be in Newport. What?
Is it Washoe?
No, Newport, Rhode Island. Where all these other gals, I don't know where the heck they are. I don't know. Oh, so I'm watching it going, is this what I'm going to be experiencing in Rhode Island?
I think where we're going is not.
No, these gals are not. Oh, I can't wait.
I know. It'd be so lovely.
I do love that East Coast.
But just like an East Coast, New England summer, and Matt and I had a conversation about this too when we were there. We so much more subscribe to that versus a Hamptons summer.
Yeah.
The East Coast,
well, I would like
New
to experience
England.
Hamptons, though. I've never
No,
been
and
there,
we can
Kate.
go. It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Everything about it is stunning. I just don't necessarily love
there's so many
busyness of it.
But there's so many different parts of the Hamptons. Like I said to you.
Totally. Yeah. And I've been to all of them and it's beautiful.
I haven't been to any of them.
Well, we can go, but it's all the people from New York city, obviously, they're going to the Hamptons, where there's something that is so special about Nantucket, where it's people kind of from all over. And
Yeah.
Boston people are just a little bit more like real than like the
Because they're
Upper East Side New
they're
Yorkers.
more Midwest.
Um,
Uh-huh.
what?
They're more Milwaukee-ish.
Well, they're from
Boston.
Boston. I don't think they're more Midwest.
Well, I don't know. It's a different I felt very much at home in Boston when we would go there with Christopher, when he went to
Okay.
school there.
Okay.
I just did.
Well, it just feels more.
Come to Wisconsin. We're starting Summerfest, big music
No,
festival.
Mom, we're going to go to Nantucket.
Yeah,
We just got through a whole saying that we're going to actually go to Nantucket.
but you're coming home for the 4th of July.
Yes. And then
I can't wait.
we just need to figure out a time to go back to Nantucket because it's just even
But
on
what
that
you did is not
Saturday.
enough, just that little weekend.
No. Even on that Saturday when the day was so, the typical gray lady day, it was just
doesn't
like so
matter. I
cozy.
know.
And like we were just happy to be there. We had
Was it
great
just
dinners.
last year that you had that nice, sweet little
House, yeah.
rental?
Mhm.
Yeah, that was sweet.
I know.
Yeah.
And there's something about too, it's yes, I'm sure there's areas of Nantucket where it is more sceney and like you go, but how we do, actually, no, I take that back. The people that go there, you don't really,
Care about being seen.
no.
No.
And it's not like you're wearing, the latest designs and designers. And it's just like you're wearing your Nantucket sweatshirt.
Yeah.
You have your sweatpants, like your flip flops. Like, sure, you can get a little bit nicer for dinner, but it's not like overdone. It's so much more casual.
It's more relatable.
I think so.
Well, we just love to be on vacations. I'm already just sitting here. Like last night when I was going to bed, I went, I just have to go back to Europe.
Love it. Beach lunch
once
lounge.
you're there, it's like, where am I going to go? Where should I go? Where should I go?
We need to go to Croatia. We need to get on a yacht, go to Croatia. We need to rent a home.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm happy to play travel agent.
Yeah. That's what scares me.
Mom, what?
Sorry.
Here's the thing. Have I ever steered you wrong when it comes to travel?
No.
I've never.
But I'm talking
steered
about
you
just
wrong.
Dad and I going somewhere real quick again.
Why can't I be included?
Well, I think I'm going to go to the south of France or something.
No. You can't go to France without me. That's not true. We're going to come. Mom, what's your honest opinion?
Oh, gosh. I don't even know if anybody wants to hear this again. I had a crazy Carol travel thing happen to me again.
Lord,
this was the worst thing I think that ever happened to me. All right. I'm going to preface this. And sorry if it's a little long winded, but I still, can't believe that I went through this. Well, all right. So it entails, again, another small bottle, mind you, of holy water. All right. That's what started this whole rigmarole. All right. So I was coming here to help babysit for Katy to go to Nantucket. This just happened a week ago. And I thought I am just taking a carry-on and my trusty backpack. So now I just love my backpack. All right. And I thought to myself, nope, I'm not putting that holy. And as when I get ready to pack, I just have my little red carry-on that's always ready by the kitchen that I just throw stuff in so I don't forget what to bring. I don't really need anything here, but if I bring something for Katy or Cici or whatever. All right. So I thought, nope, I'm not going to put the holy water in the suitcase. And I asked Dad, I said, am I going to get in trouble for this holy water? Mind you, it's maybe 3 ounces. Would you say 3 ounces, 4 ounces? Dad said, nope, you'll be fine with that. I said, are you sure? Yes, you'll be fine. I said, well, I'm going to just put it in my, but I says, I can't throw the holy water out. This is holy water. If they say dump it, then I have to drink it. I have to drink it. And I thought, that's okay. I'll drink the holy water then. I'll drink it because Father Andrew said it's okay to drink it. Okay. So I had it all planned. Fine. So I'm going to put it in my backpack because it's easier for me then that they don't have to go through my whole suitcase. Fine. Got through security, put my suitcase up, everything. It wasn't that busy or anything. And I thought I don't have to get to the airport early. Because I'm not checking any luggage. So I'm just get there last minute, boom, onto the airplane. God was laughing. Suitcase went through. No, the backpack went through. Fine, no problem. And I thought, yes, Dad was right. Suitcase went through and it was an alert and, it gets moved over to be scanned. And I thought, well, what in the hell? And I thought, I know I put the holy water in the. So then all of a sudden it was like they took it to the side. Whose suitcase is this? I said, it's mine. And I thought, what in God's name? All right. And I looked in my bag. No, the holy water went through fine. And he took it and he took the little wand and he started scanning it. And all of a sudden he's calling over somebody else. He said, you need a pat down. I said, okay, get the sweater off, get the shoes off. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, what the hell is going on here? I said, was this just a random? No, it's not a random. He says, we need to go through your suitcase. And I'm thinking to myself, the suitcase was with me at all times. I said, nobody could have put something in there. And I said, okay. And I thought, all right. So I took off my shoes, which just irritated me to no end because I didn't have socks on.
Oh.
Took off and then the gal comes over. And as she came over, I'm watching him rifling through my suitcase. And when I'm telling you, I take the time to pack my suitcase too. And I'm thinking, he is touching the clothes I'm putting in there and all the clothes that I brought from Cici that I had from France when I was on the trip. He's taking out like this. And I'm going, what? I said to him, what are you looking for? And then the lady said to me, pull up your shirt. I said, for what? She says, up to your pant leg, not pant leg, your waist. And I went, okay. She said, do you want to go into a private area? I says, no, I do not. I said, just do what you have to do. What is going on? And the guy said, we have to look at this candle. I said, what candle? I should never have said that. But I forgot that I put a candle in there that I brought back from France for Katy. And he said, you don't know you have a candle in here? I said, well, I don't remember. And I thought, oh, God almighty. And then he took it out and I went, oh, well, that's a gift for my daughter. I said, what's wrong with the candle? He said, well, it's giving us problems right now. We need to know about the candle. And I'm thinking to myself, I got it in Bordeaux. Could there be something? So then he said, if there's an issue with this, we need to take this and do a double swap. I don't know what he was saying. And in the meantime, all my clothes are strewn all over the place. The lady's digging around at my waist. And I'm saying, the candle. And he said, listen, if there's an issue, the deputies will be over here. Deputies? For what? I thought, and then I thought to myself, son of a bitch, pardon my French, I gotta get on this flight. And I didn't leave any time. So I said to myself, we gotta hurry up, Busters. I said, if there's gotta be a deputy here, I said, but you can't have that candle. He says, you cannot take it. I said, are you serious? I said, I paid $100 for that candle. I know I paid a lot of money for that candle. And he said, nope. And then long story short, okay, I'll wind it up. I'll land the jet here. He said, you cannot, everything else checked out. He says, but you can't have the candle. I said, oh, yes, I can have the candle. He says, the only thing that we can do, he says, I'll check and see if I take it over to the visitor's desk. I said, well, then I need to call my husband. I said, can I have my backpack? That already went through. So I called Daddy and I said, you need to come back and get the candle. He said, what? I said, don't even ask. I said, the holy water went through, but the candle didn't. And I says, I need that candle. I need that damn candle because I got to light that damn candle when I come home because God knows what's in it. So that's my honest to Pete. Because when they said that with the candle, it was quite an honest to Pete.
Mom. What a monologue. And what have we learned here? We need to be flying private.
Yeah. I wouldn't have gone through that.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yeah. Holy water made it, but the candle didn't. There you go.
Trade winds. We're available for sponsorship.
I will. Oh, I will.
Have you ever flown private?
No, just that damn prop plane.
That's not private.
No.
Mother.
Oh, let's go to lunch.
Let's go to lunch. I love you so much.
I love you more. my sweet baby.
That monologue, someone needs to write a play and have that in it.
Oh, and that was not in any way added on because it kept getting worse and worse. When he mentioned deputies, I thought, all right, let's settle down.
Wrap it up.
Let's settle down.
It's a damn
I got to
candle.
catch a plane. Yeah.
Mother, will I ever get to see this candle? Are you keeping it?
No, I did buy 2.
Okay.
So it is yours. That's why I thought, no.
Mom, I love you.
I love you too.
New episode every Thursday. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all the things.
Sorry we missed last week, everybody, but
I know.
we're back on track again.
You know, usually I would be down for doing recording, but the toddler recording is just too much. We'll see you guys next week.